add some details to this ninja character. This ninja, I've downloaded this from Turbo Squid, and that is the ninja. This is by Hlushka Vitaliy. I know if I pronounce it properly. That is the model. It doesn't come with the texture. It looks like it has a normal map. So we're going to add some of that detail in the sculpting mode, and then we're going to bake that to the low poly mesh, right? And then use that for our for exporting for our game. So yeah, so this video is first we're gonna use this model, the Ninja, which is a low poly model. We're gonna then apply multi-resolution modifier to then add details in sculpting mode, and then we're gonna bake the normal map onto our lower resolution mesh. Okay, low poly mesh, sorry. Okay, let's do that then. I've got here my mini ninja. It's here. So this is what I downloaded from Turbo Squid. I will put the link below so you can, it's free, so you can download. And also, yeah, I don't know what I was going to say. Right, so I'm going to make a copy because I like making a copy. I always like to have 2 copies or something of everything. Control D, sorry, Shift D, escape, and there you go. I had another copy here. I was doing some tests, so I don't actually need that copy now, so just delete that. Right, okay, so I have turned this one off, and I'm going to apply now. So let's have a look how many polygons. If I go to my edit mode, see, it's quite low poly, which is brilliant, and it's got UVs already for us. So for the purpose of our exercise, it's brilliant. So we're not starting from scratch. Nicely laid UVs on this low poly. But what we want now is to go to a high poly mesh and sculpt some details on the clothing so we can get that more realistic look. Go back to object mode, and here we are in our copy. And what I'm going to do, add a multi-res modifier, a multi-resolution modifier, so we are able to go to high poly, sculpt it, and then go back to the low poly. Yeah, so without having to use retopology. So that's a good technique. If you do have only a high poly character, for example, and then you don't have the low poly, there are other techniques, but the best one is to use retopology, as we learn in the other lessons. Right. Okay, so I'm going to subdivide 1, 2, 3, maybe. I think I'll do 3 times. And I'm going to go to my sculpting mode, so you can see now it's quite smooth. Let's go to sculpting, and here I'm just going to keep looking at my reference there so I can see this kind of division. I'm just adding some details like that, some wrinkles. Yeah, so I'm going to use this draw sharp brush. You press F, and I'm just going to add some little folds and things like that one, and just add some. Let's have a look what we're going to, so you see here. Yeah. So I'm just going to not copy exactly, it's just this for the purpose of exercise. I just want to add some noise. So F, so everything doesn't look that smooth, so press shift to smooth it out. So I just want just a few things like that on the side. So let's just put that the flatten one. Oh no, so let me just do this bit. I need to a bigger one, so I can actually make, let's try that. Yeah. It's just something like that. Yeah. Shift. I might need some more resolution here, so I can go to my modifier and add subdivide again. Maybe it's a bit too much. Yeah, I just wanted this to be very subtle, so I'm just undoing. Very subtle. Okay, something like this. Press shift to smooth it out. And then I'm gonna go back to just create some of the noises here. So I'll go back to my brush, maybe not so hard, and maybe here I add some of, let's add a bit of noise, and I can come here, just maybe do that. So my computer is not really displaying properly, but you get the idea. So we just add some noise there. Let's do some bit more. Just a noise here on his clothing. That doesn't look very good, does it? I'm not very good at this sculpting bit here, so let's have a look what we can do. Let's have a look at this one that adds, yeah. Just add some of the noise. I don't want this to be symmetric, so I'm not using the mirror because I want it to be quite different. So I'm just adding, eventually press shift here is a bit too much. Press shift and you smooth it out, okay? So let's go closer here and F, make it smaller, sorry, F. I think I need more, I can't actually see. So, oh, actually I wanted this one. Yeah, something like that. And I would add here some of this there. I'm doing this roughly, yeah? You take your time and do it better than me, please. All right, so I have a lesson tomorrow, so I'm rushing a little bit. There you go. Just adding this. All we want is we want to add some detail for our normal map. Maybe I can come here and F. Add some detail like that. Okay, so you get the idea. I can so shift and smooth it out. Okay. Right, I'm going to put a little bit, so it's, maybe I add some more detail. Let's have a look what this one does. No, this is too big. F. No, don't like that. Just leave it. I might add some here. F on the trousers. Let's have a look at my reference. The trousers kind of open like that. Okay, so some little curves. I wanted to make it quite subtle. Yeah. Okay. Just add some noise, some more irregular ones. See what this one will do. Yeah, I just want to add something, some irregularities, a little bit like that, maybe too much. Don't overdo it. Okay, so I'm kind of creating just a few details here. I think that should come down there. And then I'm gonna use the pinch one. Okay, supposing that's what we want. Let me add some detail at the bottom bit here. Okay. Taking more time than me, yeah? So use different brushes and all. I'm just trying to do it quickly. So there you go. So maybe I add something. Let's have a look at his head. There's not much going on there. So I can add a little bit of a noise on the head, something like this. No, I don't like that one. This one's stripes, just a little bit. So the stripes for the head is quite good. So you have that effect. Yeah, see here? It's quite good. So that works really well. Can use that a little bit on the clothes. Just put it down a little. Just gonna leave it more like this. I'm just smoothing this bit out. Okay, I'm just adding a bit of a noise. There you go. Right, I think that would do for now. Okay, just for what we're trying to show. Sorry. Undo here, F, and here I'm going to smooth this bit, and I'm going to apply this bit a little bit. maybe I could put a little detail here on the shoulder. I think in the shoulder, if we make a little bit harder the brush, so we can give us this idea, and then smooth it out a little bit. So yeah, because there will be some kind of folding here of a fabric, and smooth it out a little bit. Yeah, right. Okay, flatten. I'm gonna flat this bit because this is supposed to be flat. That is better. Right. It's not looking absolutely brilliant, but that's it. That will do. I can add details here on the shoes and the belt. Maybe add a couple of things on the belt. See what I could add. No. Let me add some. I just don't want it to be perfect. I just want it to be quite rough. I don't think the belt would be that noisy, but and then I can smooth it a little bit. Right, okay, so there we have it. Pinch. Okay. Shift. That's our ninja. So now, let me stop the video, and in the next video I'm just gonna show you how to then bake from this high mesh to our low mesh, so we can use that detail onto our lower mesh. Okay, so I'll see you in the next video.